What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex. In this video, I want to look at a kind of under the radar story about is Xbox kind of going after some of these Japanese companies, at least in partnerships. This is something we've talked about when we've talked about Persona or obviously Final Fantasy Online, right? All these games coming to Xbox, whereas previously they weren't. And this is actually, again, I think a pretty big move, and I wonder what happens here. So we have a person that used to work at Sony for 8 years. She was the vice president of mobile business, and she's now joined Xbox, and her actual job is called Director of Partnerships in Japan, and this is part of the Gaming Ecosystem Organization. This comes from Windows Central. Pretty big. So you now have somebody that, and I don't know if it's necessarily like the poaching of talent. I don't really know if that matters or if anybody really cares about that. I guess you could look at it as, well, not only are they focusing more on the Japanese side of things, but they actually took somebody that had a working relationship with Sony, and now she works for them. She did leave back in 2021, so I don't necessarily know what she's been up to. But again, we've talked about this when it comes to Persona and things. I think this is for the best. I do, like, the biggest thing with all of this is I just wonder how Sony responds. Not to make it a console warrior-like thing, but literally just kind of looking at it, Xbox has been out of the game for so long. You could debate why, whether it's because of Sony, whether it's because of themselves, whatever you want to say. But they obviously haven't had these partnerships, right? Sega, obviously, they've gone a lot closer to, and there's all those speculation that maybe they would buy Sega. But again, you look at Persona, and now coming on Game Pass. And when we think of probably Persona 6, right, the rumors kind of go back and forth, but it seems like 6 is going to be on Xbox day one, so it's not just going to be like a PlayStation exclusive. You look at Final Fantasy. I'm interested to see, like, what's the future with Square Enix past Final Fantasy VII Remake, right? So you got that trilogy. I'm sure all those are PlayStation exclusives, at least to start, but Final Fantasy 17, obviously Kingdom Hearts 3 was not a PlayStation exclusive. Kingdom Hearts 4, I highly doubt. I don't think it's a PlayStation exclusive, right? So it's cool, and it's good, and ultimately this might help games. Maybe people will play them more, maybe people will buy them more. Those things are, again, debatable. I'm not here to kind of strike the console wars between people, but again, I do wonder, does Sony look at it and say, well, we got to make a move. And I've said, I have speculated that, where do they look at it and say, okay, well, we were kind of thinking about Square Enix, but because Xbox is now here or Microsoft is now here, maybe we need to make a really quick deal to get Square, or like is Atlas somebody that somebody looks at, whether it be Microsoft or Sony? Do any of these companies kind of get bought up? Sega will definitely be the first one to go, and it probably will go to Microsoft. We'll see how it goes, but I feel like the rumors have just been there literally forever, I guess, in the same way PlayStation and Square Enix, right? So maybe they don't happen, but maybe they do. But I found this interesting. So in the short term, I'd expect more deals. I'd expect maybe more games that normally skipped the Xbox platforms now coming to Xbox. But in the long-term things, I wonder if Microsoft is looking to make a move. I wonder if Sony looks at them and says, well, we got to do it before them. We got to make a move faster than them, right? It's going to be really interesting to see how things play out. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.